All right. I think I'm good. This isn't alcohol in here. I wish it was. Let's go to the draft. God help me. God help me. I don't really care about the futures game. Here we go. Nope, we get an offer from the Angels. Brian Delgado. They really want to get rid of Cody. I am going to acquire all of the Codys whose parents spelled their name wrong. Cody, K-O-D-I. Cody, K-O-D-I. Why? Why is the real question. Jesus, why would you do that to your children? Anyway, Delgado is, yeah, he's not worth it. To get rid of that is. Here we go. The 2029 draft. We're not going to do anything in terms of shortlisting because who the hell knows who will even be available. This is the lowest draft pick that we have ever had. The Kansas City Royals have the first overall pick. Derp, I'm sorry your parents did that to you. And with the first overall pick, the Royals select second baseman Edgar Matos. I mean, he was projected third, so they got a feeling they maybe ended up with the guy that, like Cincy did with their second baseman. Second overall, I think it was Oakland again. And the Athletics select, that's the first baseman, isn't it? Yep, Damon Ray. There he goes. Was projected first. Did Kansas City just help out Oakland? That is the question. And third overall, the Minnesota Twins. Minnesota! And they select a dude. Rory Cloven. Second projected player. Starting pitcher. Again, a bunch of guys that we don't really have info on. The White Sox will select fourth overall. Again, we have a brand new scouting staff this year, too. Right fielder Henry Nieto, who was projected seventh, goes fourth to the White Sox. Fifth overall, the Nationals take starting pitcher Ernesto Ramiro. He was projected ninth. You got Milwaukee at 6. They take starting pitcher Daryl Duncan, who was projected 29th. Symphoric, thank you so much for the 18 months and the kind words. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting me in my face. As the other first baseman we were looking at, Felipe Castilla, Blue Jays go way off the board for him. I certainly wouldn't have taken him 7th. Pirates at 8 get the 4th-ranked player, starting pitcher Nate Walker. The Yankees at 9 get 14th-ranked starting pitcher Dave Blanco. Not the Dave Blanco. Shout out to Symphoric as well. Again, we love you. Center fielder Ronald Andino goes off the board to the Angels. I think they knew something that our scouts were hinting at. Cincinnati at number 11 take left fielder Kirby Sasaki, projected 19th. Seattle at 12 take Ramon Aguilar, 6th projected player, starting pitcher. Philadelphia at 13 take 21st ranked Jamie Cisneros, shortstop. So a lot of off-the-board picks, but you can kind of factor in the relievers. The Rockies take Isaiah Kaplan, starting pitcher. He was projected 5th. He fell all the way to 14th. They may have gotten a steal. At 15, the New York Mets take second baseman Brad Weinstein. He was projected top 10. They may have also gotten a steal, or maybe they fell for it. That's a name I didn't want to see go off the board. Noah Plaza, third baseman, goes to the Cardinals. Diamondbacks take third baseman Charles Welsh. Good thing we traded for a third baseman because, damn. Oh my God, really good thing we traded for a third baseman. Keith Hook is gone. Send Hook to Baltimore with the 18th pick. Starting pitcher David Villafuerte goes to Cleveland. He was projected for the end of the first round. We got San Fran taking Bruce Raymond, first baseman. Projected second-round pick. Third baseman were at a premium in this draft. Right fielder James Talley goes to the Marlins 21st. And Atlanta at 22nd take Alfredo Cordova, first baseman. I have no idea who the hell we're taking. Actually, I can stay over here. So our scouts, in terms of scout rank, they're shouting out Nick Levitt as a potential steal. And we do need a center fielder. They are also shouting out closer Steve Chadwick, closer Matt Dickinson, no, just Dixon, Richie Jack as another reliever. It's pretty much just the relievers, Harper Martin. It's all the relievers. So, it's either, shout out to Dan Ransom, by the way. I think it's got to be risking it for Levitt 2 years in a row on a center fielder. I don't feel good about it. Part of me feels like I should take a reliever. Our scouts really like him as a speedy contact, hitting for contact center fielder. But man, we got torched. We got torched so badly on center field. But Sox mentioned something in chat. 61% interest. Nobody else is even close. I mean, I guess the bottom two relievers. So 23rd overall. How could it possibly fail again? We're going to take a center fielder. Nicholas Levitt. If we take another center fielder that doesn't work out. But he is the guy. We'll go back through. But yeah, we don't have a pick until the end of the second round. Just to round out that first round, you had Fernando Castro, Daniel Fox in center field, so the Dodgers would have taken Levitt. Maurice Cox is a reliever. Casey Tata, Enrique Cabral, Richard Saldana, and Aubrey Hernandez rounded out the first round. And then obviously, yeah, the relievers were going to go, and they did. So, who the hell's available? And we are officially going blind. We're going in blind. In terms of scouted, though, I mean, there are a couple of third basemen. Earl Laird might actually be the guy. Just off of what we know. There's Zeke Crook. That guy's overall is going to suck. We just got to go for best available at this point. Which could mean Alexis Machado, Freddie Hopper, Kevin Starr as a shortstop, which is a great name. Well, if we were to take a starter, Peter Yu. It would be Machado, Hopper, or Starr. Or Emery Oliver, who was the top projected catcher in this draft. It has apparently been a terrible draft for catchers. Laird at third base. There's Machado, who we don't know a damn thing about. He's best guess. Same for Hopper. Same for Starr. Again, we don't really need a shortstop, though, because we have Meyer. That's the only thing that's stopping me from going after Starr. If we were to go after need, it would be the catcher, Emery Oliver. We don't really need a starter. We just picked up a third baseman. Emery Oliver. Do I need... But then again, I have a B-rated catcher and he's a top prospect. Fuck. We'll try it. We'll try it. I had a bad feeling if I went for the reliever over Oliver that I'd regret it. Round number 3. Round number 3. In terms of projection, it's a whole bunch of starters. We'd probably take the risk with Omar Quevedo. Dan Ransom is still there. Another catcher in Aguero. From here, it really is best. It really is best guess. Could go for Quevedo. I mean, he's 21. We don't know a damn thing about him. Patrick Kane. Who Sox was calling out earlier. We'll take him. We'll take him. For the memes, why not take Patrick Kane? Why not? For the memes. Hopefully he can bring some respect back to that name. Next round. Enrique Valenzuela. At this point, man, it's hoping for the best. Dante Livingston is a catcher. Again, we barely know anything about him. We know Brett McCarthy has a pretty good chance of being a B potential option. K-Town, I certainly hope not. That's my response. We did learn a little bit more about catchers. Left fielder Miguel Benitez. Why not? A player like that, why not risk it? Hope for the best. Why not? We go to round number 5. And from here, it's slim pickings. It's slim pickings. We do have a couple of center fielders who don't look that great. Our scouts still like Alex Vaccaro. Third baseman Paul Gonzalez. We already took a first base or a catcher. Is either Vaccaro or Gonzalez. 33-50. We already kind of know that Gonzalez's overall is going to suck. It is. We don't know that about Vaccaro. Alex Vaccaro. Come on down. Why not? We don't have enough catchers. Let's hope Gonzalez is still available. He is not. He went to Milwaukee. Keep that in mind. Our final selection in the Who the Hell Knows drafts is going to be St. Breesis from the University of Denver, Vermont. Come on down. 6th round pick. Breesis, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. How'd the stream go? You're just in time to watch us draft all of our best friends. He's a best friend to everybody. Our buddy Edward Snowden. Come on down, buddy. Come on down. That ends what could be either our best draft or one of the worst. I don't think there'll be an in-between. I don't think there will be. Let's see what happens. The All-Star break. Jimenez leading the way. Mike Martinez. See a 99 yet? Friggin' Cincinnati, man. Friggin' Cincinnati. Unreal. And Nolan Gorman, who I did not sign, is up there for home runs. Fair enough. The All-Star game. What do we got? Hello, everyone. Coming over from Braces. Braces, if you can hear me now, let me know. It's good to see you, though. I got 16. Vladdy is a Rocky. Yeah, because of all those fucking monster dongs he hits. Braces, what's going on, man? How are you? Shout out to the Royals franchise. Interesting first team to use. We're just about to see if this team's going to break my heart again in terms of the draft. Shout out to John Schreiber in his 15-year contract. That's already looking like, oh. That's going to make me sad for the rest of this. It really is. Devers and Trout both just made the All-Star game. Nepotism. Hey, Brady House, though. Brady House in his first season. Them are the Rangers because they're the closest based on Oklahoma. That's fair. I mean, the Rangers obviously just spent a buttload of money, so Royals are definitely more of a rebuilder compared to them, at least. By the way, I watched the opener, Rangers and Phillies. What the hell was that game? All right, first day to sign draft picks. What'd you get for Devers? We got primarily this guy right here, Bob Asensio, who was a top prospect but is no longer considered a prospect because he's on the Major League roster. So, I mean, he'll go pretty well with Rodriguez, who is getting better. We got Antoine Hubbard, Evan Huff, so we're looking okay, starting pitching-wise. All right. What do we got? So Nick Levitt. I do want to scout him out a little bit more just to see if our scouts were right about him. We also really need to look at Emery Oliver. Patrick Kane does have interest. Let's work on Buddy Snowden for a little bit. Just to get him up over 50. Sim a couple of days. All right. We're out of the basement in the division. Shout out to the Blue Jays. All right, these scouts are still feeling pretty good about Levitt. I don't know if I believe them. They're feeling pretty good about Buddy Snowden, too. Don't know if I believe them. Again, we have had some rough times with the draft, so this is always the most nerve-wracking part. They're still very confident about Levitt. They're still confident Buddy Snowden's going to be about a B, but his rating's going to be low. And then Oliver, we at least have some information on him. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. White Sox. Okay, this is an interesting one because we don't really need a third baseman anymore. We don't. Johnny McMahon. Tough first baseman to give up. He is kind of the cover there. Yeah, we don't need that trade at all. No, thank you. No, thank you. Fairly confident Buddy Snowden's going to be a B. His overall is going to suck, though. Let's get him out of there. For Levitt, the minimum now. We don't really have to hardball anybody, though. All right, Miguel Benitez has, like, no interest whatsoever. So let's try to build that up a little bit. Just a bit. Again, we had a guy on 94%, and he's still rejected, so you never know. Feeling good. It's probably a B for Levitt. I will offer him a deal, though. I'm going to offer him fair value. Will he take it? All right, Nick Levitt has signed with us. So we got that sorted. Let's take a look at Alex Vaccaro, the other catcher. I want to start knowing a little bit more about him. A little bit more. Yep, K-Town, that was a good way to describe my reaction to the last draft. Dodgers offer us... So we'd give up our Rule 5 pickup this year, Jesus Villafuerte. But we'd pick up veteran second baseman Michael Bush, who has been fantastic this year. York's been okay. We got to take that. A Rule 5 pick into a veteran second baseman to improve the team. We'll take that. We've got Bush, everybody. And Bush Light. I am going to send Sogard back down to AAA. And we're going to get Nico back on the Major League roster. Get Bill Patel up in triple. Call Webster up to double. Who else is in single that can get called up right now? Let's call up Bart Mays to double. There we go. The Rays, Garrett Whitlock for third baseman Curtis Mead. If we didn't already pick up Brady House, I would have considered it. But we're good. We're good, we're good. Our scouts really like Benitez for potential. His overall is not going to be so hot. Emery Oliver. I'm going to offer you just over fair value. What do you think? Emery Oliver signs. Mr. Benitez can't yet offer you a deal. What about Vaccaro? Vaccaro said no. Let's get Patrick Kane in there. We don't really know how good he is, but I mean, he's a reliever, so it's fine. Patrick Kane has signed with us. And Buddy Snowden declines. Okay, so not a bad spot to be in. Not a bad spot to be in. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Baltimore, Delgado for Stephen Kim. Ooh. Well, between Kim and Eric Blank, we would be covered for project catchers. Delgado is behind Abraham Baez. We're going to take that. Double up, make sure we're good at catcher. Prospect for prospect with Baltimore. Done deal. Done deal. The Mets. I do not want Wilson Contreras. I'm good. We already have Herrera. No point in also bringing in Contreras, especially when the man's in decline. No thank you. All right, AAA roster is currently full. Send Middleton down to AA. Oakland, Scruggs for Mitch White. No. All right. Last day to sign these guys before the old finale. Still can't offer Benitez. Buddy Snowden says no. Vaccaro says no. We are going to have to probably offer those guys max deals, but that's okay. Yankees offer us Bill Patel for Matt Chapman. I'm good. Thank you, though. Tigers, Bill Patel for Luis Renfigo. Renfigo was an 84. Being patient got us Michael Bush. So, worked out pretty well. Marlins on deadline day. Scruggs for Tanner Scott. That's a no. And here we go. Signing deadline. We have $1.29 million. We know Buddy Snowden again's probably going to be a B. Benitez. Max deal. Miguel Benitez signs with us. What about Vaccaro? Vaccaro, the catcher, declines. That's unfortunate. And Snowden declines as well. So we'll see them in free agency. For now... Oh, for now, chat. It's time to find out. Were our scouts right? Or were they wrong? Are we ready? We got a better center fielder. 23rd overall. With less than 100% certainty when we took him than we had with 100% certainty with the 3rd overall pick last year. The short king, West Virginia boy, Nicholas Leavitt. Well, you know what song we have to play now, for God's sakes. You know what song we have to play now in honor of the West Virginians. So, Nicholas Leavitt, you handsome devil. What the hell, man? What the hell? Like, look at that attribute spread, too. He can't bunt worth a damn, which is a shame because he can run. But, man, that's a heartbreaker. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm happy. I am happy. But, man, to fail with the 3rd overall pick last year and then get this guy the next year... God damn it. I'm still happy. But what would have happened if we took somebody else last year and then got this guy this year? Our next pick. There's a reason why catchers weren't highly touted this year. Emery Oliver was the top-rated catcher, and LOL. That was a bit of a miss, but it's okay. Patrick Kane absolutely sucks. I've always said that, in fairness. Miguel Benitez, terrible overall for a 22 overall. Terrible. So, last year, everybody... Wow, he was barely an A, too. So, last year... First round pick sucked. Everyone else was good. This year, first round pick's great. Everybody else sucks. I prefer that second option. I do. Gotta be honest. No one's gonna make this team except for Nick Leavitt. Nobody. The West Virginian. We finally have a center fielder. Finally.